Welcome to the part 3 of Polity Current Affairs series. In this video we will discuss about news related to center-state relations and constitutional, statutory, executive bodies in news. 1. Reform in 7th Schedule. Recently, many experts advocated revisiting the 7th Schedule of the Indian Constitution. The 7th Schedule under Article 246 of the Indian Constitution provides for the distribution of powers and responsibilities between the state and central governments through three lists: Union List, State List, and Concurrent List. The residuary powers refer to the jurisdiction of subjects not mentioned in the State or Concurrent List and are conferred on the Parliament by Article 248. The 7th Schedule can be amended through a special majority of the Parliament, a majority of the total membership of the House and a majority of not less than two-thirds of members present and voting, along with the consent of half of the state legislatures by a simple majority. Other provisions that can be amended in a similar manner include the election of the President, the extent of the executive power of Union and states, the Supreme Court and High Courts, representation of states in Parliament, and the power of Parliament to amend the Constitution and its procedure as provided under Article 368. 2. Sutle-Yamuna Link Canal. Sutle-Yamuna Link Canal issue continues to remain unresolved as Haryana and Punjab have failed to reach any settlement over water sharing of Ravi and Beas rivers. The Sutle-Yamuna Link Canal is a proposed 214-kilometer-long canal connecting the Sutlej and Yamuna rivers, planned in 1966 after the formation of the state of Haryana out of Punjab. It aims to provide Haryana with its average annual share of surplus Ravi Beas water. Haryana completed its stretch of the Sutle-Yamuna Link Canal in 1980, but Punjab has not provided its share of water, citing riparian principles and non-availability of water. The riparian principles state that the owner of the land adjacent to a water body has the right to use water. However, Haryana argues that its southern parts of the state are facing a water problem due to depleted groundwater. Haryana has been denied its rightful share in water, as assessed by the Eradi Tribunal in 1987. Constitution provision for interstate river water disputes. The Constitution of India provides for the resolution of interstate river water disputes through the Interstate River Water Disputes Act of 1956. Under this act, if a state has a grievance with regard to the use, distribution, or control of waters of any interstate river or river valley, it can approach the central government, which can then set up a tribunal for the adjudication of the dispute. The tribunal is composed of a chairperson, vice chairperson, and other members appointed by the central government in consultation with the concerned states. The decision of the tribunal is final and binding on the states involved, and the central government is responsible for the implementation of the decision. In 2002, an amendment was made to the Act, which, among other things, provides for the constitution of a permanent tribunal, called the Interstate River Water Disputes Tribunal, ISRWD, for adjudication of interstate river water disputes. To the point. 1. Jharkhand Assembly cleared a bill to increase reservation in vacant government posts and services to 77%, but the government stated that it will come into force only after it is included in the 9th Schedule. The 9th Schedule was added to the Constitution by the First Amendment in 1951 to protect the laws included in it from judicial scrutiny on the ground of violation of fundamental rights. However, in the IR Coelho vs State of Tamil Nadu case, the Supreme Court ruled that laws inserted into the 9th Schedule after 1973 cannot escape the basic structure test, which means they can still be reviewed by the judiciary for compliance with the basic structure of the Constitution. 2. AFSPA was removed by Ministry of Home Affairs on account of improved security and law and order situation in parts of Assam, Nagaland, and Manipur states. But it remains in force in parts of these three states as well as in parts of Arunachal Pradesh, and J&K has a similar act. The Armed Forces Special Powers Act, AFSPA, grants special powers and immunity to the armed forces to restore order in disturbed areas, declared under Section 3 of the AFSPA Act, 1958. These areas are declared by the governor of a state or administrator of a union territory or by the central government when the use of armed forces in aid of civil power is necessary due to a state of disturbance. 3. Central government has reconstituted Interstate Council. Under Article 263 of the Indian Constitution, the President is empowered to establish a council and define its nature and duties. In accordance with the recommendations of the Sarkaria Commission, the Interstate Council, ISC, was established in 1990. 4. Department of Expenditure, Ministry of Finance has released 7th monthly installment of PDRD grant to 14 states. PDRD grants are provided to states under Article 275 of the Constitution to meet the gap in revenue accounts of states post-devolution. The grants are released to states based on the recommendations of successive finance commissions. The eligibility of states to receive this grant and the quantum of grant for the period from 2020-21 to 2025-26 was decided by the 15th Finance Commission. 5. Khasi Hills Autonomous District Council, KHADC, in Meghalaya has opposed state government's deal with Assam to resolve boundary dispute. Unique Identification Authority of India, UIDAI. Recently, government amended Aadhaar rules. The Aadhaar, Targeted Delivery of Financial and Other Subsidies, Benefits and Services, Act, 2016 allows for the updation of supporting documents associated with Aadhaar once by holders after 10 years from the date of enrollment. This updation is intended to maintain the accuracy of Aadhaar-related information in the Central Identities Data Repository, CIDR, which is a centralized database containing Aadhaar numbers and demographic and biometric information of individuals. The UIDAI has clarified that biometric data collected for Aadhaar cannot be used for identifying criminals or solving crimes, as it is not collected for forensic purposes. Additionally, the sharing or use of biometric information for any purpose other than the purpose specified in the Act is prohibited. Central Information Commission. Recently, Central Information Commission, CIC, achieved a consistent decline in pendency of RTI, right to information, cases with constant rise in disposal of RTI appeals. The RTI Act of 2005 replaced the Freedom of Information Act of 2002 and aims to empower citizens, promote transparency and accountability in the working of public authorities, contain corruption, and make democracy work for people. The salaries of CIC and ICs at the central level are equivalent to those of the Chief Election Commissioner and Election Commissioners, respectively. However, the RTI Bill of 2019 removes these provisions and empowers the central government. The Act includes exemptions under Section 8(1) that prohibit public authorities from sharing information on various grounds such as security, strategic, scientific, or economic interests of the state, information published by any court of law, and records of deliberations of the Council of Ministers, among others. Section 24 exempts intelligence and security organizations specified under its second schedule, except for information on allegations of corruption and human rights violations. Investigative Agencies in India. Chief Justice of India proposes an independent umbrella institution to bring investigating agencies under one roof. Some of the major investigating agencies of India: Central Bureau of Investigation, CBI. Enforcement Directorate, ED. Directorate of Revenue Intelligence, DRI. Narcotics Control Bureau, NCB. Central Economic Intelligence Bureau, CEIB. Serious Fraud Investigation Office, SFIO. Income Tax Department. Securities and Exchange Board of India, SEBI. National Investigation Agency, NIA. Intelligence Bureau, IB. Research and Analysis Wing, RAW. Central Forensic Science Laboratory, CFSL. Anti-Corruption Bureau, ACB. Cybercrime Investigation Cell, CCIC. That's all for today. Thanks for watching. See you all in next video. Please like, share and subscribe my channel.